touched on this earlier, but this is worth mentioning again. When you can bring the device inside, you can bring it from room to room. You don't have to keep the generator outside. Now, one of the advantages of that is it's a lot safer. You can use it during the rain. Some of these gas generators are okay to use in the rain to a point, but they do have electronics that are probably not going to hold up as well as you would have assumed, especially these cheap Harbor Freight generators or ones from Costco. Would not trust those in the rain, especially with the amount of electricity you're drawing from it. With these solar generators, you can charge them and use them in the rain, and here's how. You keep the solar panels outside, you get a waterproof rated solar panel, such as from EcoFlow. The MC4 connectors that it comes with are going to be shielded, and then you're sending the power inside to where the generator sits. You don't have to have it outside like a gas generator because there's no emissions. And it's also not broadcasting to the immediate vicinity that, hey, I have a generator, I have gas, I probably have supplies, I'm a target now. It's quiet, it's silent, it's odorless. That in itself could be the selling point, but it's not. Also, you have Wi-Fi control. Now, Wi-Fi is probably going to be down. It has Bluetooth on a lot of these battery generators. Why is that important? So you can monitor the status of the charging from anywhere in your house, even if Wi-Fi is down. If Wi-Fi is up, then when you leave the house and if there's cell signal, you can see, oh hey, I am almost out of charge at home. I better tell somebody to unplug a few of these devices, otherwise we're not going to have any power tonight. So smart battery management is another new feature in a lot of these solar generators. It's a whole new technology that now rivals gas generator, in many cases exceeds gas generator capabilities. And just 10 years ago, probably even 5 years ago, it wasn't viable. A gas generator was the only way to go, and you had to deal with all the multiple downsides. The maintenance issues, the problems of storing gas, the problems of finding gas in an emergency, problems of keeping the gas fresh. So the battery power station is, in my opinion, the way to go. Whether you have a CPAP, whether you have an emergency freezer, whether you just have devices that you need to keep charged for your entertainment, your health, your safety, and your comfort. There's very few exclusive advantages that a gas generator has nowadays. The one that is still hard for a battery-based solar generator to compete with is the fact that gas generators generally are the cheapest power for the dollar. So in terms of a 5,000 watt gas generator versus a 5,000 watt battery-based power station, you're looking at spending probably 4 times the amount for the latter, the battery-based power station, the solar generator. But here's another advantage. Every time you use it and you're not paying for gas, which is now over $6 a gallon in California, it's amortizing the cost just a tiny bit. And after a few years of continued use, you've taken a huge chunk out of the cost of that solar generator. But what has it done every time you've paid for gas for the gas generator? It's made that cost of ownership up. Every time you've purchased new oil filters, every time you've purchased new ethanol-free fuel, which is even more expensive than conventional fuel, every time you've had to get it adjusted, the spark plugs, the tune-ups, the oil changes, all right? You have to factor that in as well. So that is why I generally prefer generators that are solar-based versus conventional gas-based generators. And the power banks are just the mini versions of these solar generators, because you can charge these through solar. You can plug in multiple devices. I would defer to these first. Use these to charge your individual devices, your watch, your flashlight, your phone, your tablets, now even some small laptops, and then save the power station for when you absolutely need it. And when you do have the ability to charge it from solar, plug in all of your portable power banks to your solar generator, because most of these have pass-through charging. So just to make sure that you're utilizing as much of that free solar energy as possible, because once your power station gets fully topped up, it'll trickle charge and charge up all your portable power banks. Always be charging, always take advantage of the free energy. Don't let it go to waste. It's free power that you can harness and have ready for whether that emergency comes in 1 year or 10 whether it lasts for 1 day or 10 months. So I hope that helps.